let's give a shout out to all the Cats fans, all the people that have been following us through this through this run. It's
Yeah,
been a pretty unreal run for us in general too. Like
yeah,
it's been a great couple months specifically, and just like it's just been unreal. It's been cool seeing all the support. It's been cool seeing the support for this team grow,
yeah,
the fandom growing. Like that's
yeah.
this is the
Bro,
stuff.
double the amount at the parade this year.
Yeah,
Like
like
that shows you something.
this is the stuff that like when you're a kid and you're I think back when I'm a kid, and I'm remembering literally watching the '06 Heat championship at your house, going to that parade. It is like one of the best childhood memories. Like kids are
Absolutely.
growing up with this team now, with like memories like this, and they're creating fans for life.
Man I know, his name is Mr. Man from UC, scar his face and shirt fix. He works for a last company, I work for it. And from UC, which girl you know he's a bandit, that same Mr. Mac. Lord, Lord, Mr. Mac falling. Mr. Mark falling. You, Mr. Mark. Mr. Mark, Mr. Mark. Yeah. You, Mr. Mark. Mr. Mark, Mr. Mark. Aha. You, Mr. Mark. Mr. Mark, Mr. Mark.
Welcome back to another Tranquilo Sports episode. It is post Stanley Cup champs,
Oh
baby.
yeah.
Here we go.
Um,
After a insane week with the Panthers all week, it is now on the other side, and we can sit back, digest it all. What went down in this series? It's been a movie. It's been a movie.
it's been not only an unreal series, and kind of like you alluded, it's been an unreal week. Like we've been on an
Yeah,
absolute tear from essentially Sandbar for Game 6 to Elbow Room to 11 to Dairy Queen to Parade. it's been it's
it's been
been
insane.
it's been insane, and it's been awesome. Like this has been even better than last year's, and last year's was incredible.
Yeah,
Um, this team is just so special. This team is just so damn legit. One of the greatest teams in not only the last 10, 15 years, in all time hockey history. This is unreal. It's awesome.
it
Yes, I
is.
wish we're doing this in person next episode. We will be smoking that victory cigar.
Facts, facts,
Um,
facts.
but no, just an unreal feeling. Just an unreal feeling, and yeah, haven't taken off the jersey.
Oh, man. I mean, it's crazy to see how these guys have been legit partying since they stepped off the
Oh
ice
God,
after
yeah.
Game 6.
Oh
Like
man,
they were at the Inter Miami game
yeah.
last night, and like it's just nonstop for them. They have embraced this like winning culture. It's like at an insane level, and Chuck even said it at the parade. He was like, "I could get used to this, right?" Like
Yeah.
they're already like thinking of how they want to win again next year, so they can do this. And it's like
You know,
got to soak this in, obviously, and feel good about this win. But this team knows what they have on their hands.
no,
Like it's
they've got a
it, it's
monster.
it's. I know we're kind of like in the middle. Do we call this a dynasty yet? I mean, I think it's a dynasty in the making. Obviously, made it 3 years in a row, won back to back, won in pretty dominant fashion this year. I know, won 6 games, but we
Yeah,
can we can pick and choose certain moments in this series, and it could have been a 4 game, 5 game series, right?
it,
Like
dude. Yeah,
it's insane what this team did this year.
100%. And Chuck even alluded to it in his post game press conference. Well, I guess end of season press conference. He said that last year it was a way more even series, even with them going up 3-0, because they say
Yeah.
like they in terms of play, like there was a game one where we won last year where they should have won. He even said it.
Right.
Things like that. This series, like, dude, this was an absolute domination. Like there was like there was like at no point that we thought we were losing this series, which is crazy. Like just a
I know.
crazy thing, a crazy confidence this team had. They knew how good they are, and they went out and showed it. So my favorite, because you mentioned like Chucky and these guys saying like they're prepping for next year, like they know they have. Bob is legitimately prepping for
Oh,
these guys. These guys are prepping because they love the party.
yeah.
Bob's like already working. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can celebrate. Like my favorite video was not only that, like he's like already ready for next season, but two, he's at 11, and everyone's partying. You just see him in the corner, just smiling like a proud father, just overlooking his like, children.
It's so true.
And then he's just like all game all the time.
No, Bob,
So
Bob, Bob is built different, bro.
he's
Bob
built
is built
different, man. He's
different.
built different.
I mean,
So
even when you see him on the ice and you see these guys having fun, like Chucky and all these guys, Bob is just laser focused at every given second of the
yeah,
game.
yeah,
We'll be up 5-1, and Bob is still there, like
yeah,
guards
yeah, yeah.
down. Like he's like, I'm just going to continue to hoop
He's
at
a
every
Terminator,
level
man.
possible. And when I'm at 11, I'm thinking about Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals next year.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
that's the way Bob operates. It's wild, bro. And
And twice so
I
good.
know we obviously everyone loves Bob, and we talk about Bob, and yeah, we talk about Chuck, and we talk about Marchie, and we talk about Rhino, and we talk about Barkey, and all
So
the
many
list goes
guys,
on,
man.
right? The list goes on. But at the end of the day, Bob is the reason why we continue to win. Yeah, I mean, like,
Oh, 100%.
it's a team effort at the end of the day, but it all starts with goalie play, bro. Like,
Yeah,
game 1 and 2 combined, Bob had over 85 saves. Like
yeah.
that's legendary shit. And I know maybe some of those are not as good looks as maybe the looks that we have, and that plays a factor. But Bob sets the tone in these games, and these guys rally off how well Bob plays in specifically in the finals, right? Like we've seen it 2 years in a row, and you compare the goalie play versus a guy like Skinner this year, right? And whether it was Skinner or whoever it was that was playing for Edmonton, like we didn't flinch.
Pictured.
Bob was just there holding his own and
Yeah.
out-dueling anybody that we played throughout the course of the playoffs.
100%. I mean,
It's wild.
it was our biggest advantage going into the series.
Yeah.
Like obviously, they talk about our depth, and it is. I mean, our third line and fourth line are
Right.
are a mismatch for anybody because there's nobody like our third line could literally be a first line anywhere else. Like it's like that legit. But the goalie play, Bob is such an advantage, and over not just Edmonton. Like think of how many goalies we ran through in the series.
Yeah.
Like they were not the only ones who put in a backup goalie. Like we went
Yeah,
we
that's
went
true.
through like at least 7 or 8 of them. So that's just a
Yeah.
testament to Bob and yeah, I mean it's funny because like when Bob first got here and signed that monster contract, it was seen as a failure. The first 3-4 years he really struggled or struggled a bit more, and people were like, "Oh my God, what a terrible contract!" And then now, with the benefit of
Yeah.
hindsight, it's
Who's
the
la-
greatest
who's laughing
contract
now?
of all time. He's like literally a Hall of Fame goalie, solidified himself, Hall of Fame. He really solidified himself last year, but now he's really made it, no question. And yeah,
And if
so-
we keep winning, I mean, the temperature around Bobby's reputation, as like an all-time goalie, is going to be
Yeah.
up there.
I'm
Because-
saying, I mean, if we three-peat, I wonder what they're going to do with him because his contract's up. after
yeah,
next
his
year.
contract situation will be interesting next year.
So I wonder what he would do. And then, the cap space is going to keep going up, but I mean, we got a lot of
Yeah,
questions
we got to
in
take
terms of
we got to take care of guys like Marchand, Bennett,
and
and
Ekblad.
Ekblad.
Those are the three.
Those are the big three, obviously.
Yeah.
Like Tito said, you want to keep all three, but it's the nature of the business, and there's a cap for a reason where you're
Yeah.
unfortunately going to be in situations where you may not be able to keep everyone. We'll see what happens. I mean, obviously, everybody wants to stay here. There's not a question about that. It's just about logistics, money wise, and you can't blame a guy. Although you may want to stay here and continue to run it here with the dominant team that we have. Yeah, if a guy gets offered $5-6 million somewhere else, even with tax advantages that we have in Florida, like that's
Yeah.
still a lot of money that is hard to turn down, and you can't blame a guy for that. But
100%. No, you
where
can't.
there is advantages where like those deals are close enough where the tax advantages come to play, and even with that, you're on a winning team, right? So it's like, do you take maybe $2 million less so that you take the tax advantage here in Florida and you get to stay here and run it back on a team that's got top 2 favorites going into the season next year?
I don't know
And
how we're not the favorites every the
yeah,
stupidest thing I've
listen,
ever seen, but
let us
whatever.
continue to not be the favorites.
I
I am
agree.
perfectly
I'm
fine with
fine with
that.
that. I mean, it doesn't
You
matter.
know,
Doesn't matter where we are. We're gonna,
2 years ago we weren't favored to win it all until we started just continue to climb. 3 years ago when we were going to Boston, we definitely were never the favorite anywhere there. And this year we still weren't. Carolina was more of a favorite over us. Edmonton was a favorite over us. I think Dallas at one point was a favorite over us. So it's like, let us be the underdogs. I don't give a shit
I
about
don't
that.
think sure we
And
are.
I mean, we might be slight underdogs, but we're still
Yeah.
underdogs.
Yeah.
I think we open. By the way, we open as odds like at plus 450 or plus 600, something in that range. Hard Rock had a promo going on that it was
Plus
like
a
plus
thousand,
1,000,
yeah.
which is electric odds, bro. Because
I know.
I mean,
I
there
have,
might be a point in the season if we play kind of like in the regular season, but there might be a point in the season where it might be around there. But opening off, you're already getting insane odds on the Panthers.
100%. That's that's a huge little boost that the Rock's given. But in terms of free agents, I mean, I agree with you 100%. It comes down more to the players in this situation. Like obviously, Zito's going to give the most we can. Bennett is obviously going to be the number one
Bennett's
priority.
number one priority.
He's
Yeah.
number one priority. I would be shocked if Bennett doesn't stay. Like I'm gonna just throw that out there. I would be
8 more
shocked.
years, baby.
Yeah, I think Benny's for sure going to stay, and I think Marchie's going to stay as well. I think he's going to take a discount as well to stay. The one I'm worried about leaving
Yeah.
is Ekblad. I think Ekblad, because he would have to take such a pretty massive pay cut to stay. It's really
Yeah.
up to him. It's like
Right. Yeah.
there's no other thing. Like we can't offer him a monster contract. He already got paid. He got his big contract already from us.
Right.
So if he wants to stay here, he's going to have to take a pay cut, and so
Yeah.
it's going to be up to him. I know he loves it here, but based on all his speeches, he's kind of like
I know. He's been the one that kind
he's
of
been
gives
the
like
one,
that
yeah,
vibe. That
yeah. Because like
he
Marchie,
knows there's a chance.
I think Marchie's going to take a little bit of a pay cut too, but I think he's like at that tail end of his career. He's made a ton of money already.
Of
Like
course,
for
yeah.
him, it's not as I mean, Ekblad's made a ton of money, but I can see somebody throwing him the bag and him leaving. Unfortunately,
Yeah, they're at two very different stages of their career.
yeah,
Bennett, same thing, right? Like
yeah,
obviously
yeah. Bennett's getting the
they
bag.
they'll
Bennett's
have
getting the
so
bag.
much in the tank that they could hypothetically get a bag and maybe go win somewhere else too, right?
Yeah,
Whereas Marchie's got maybe 3-4 years left, right?
yeah,
And yeah, he's like you said, he's made his money. He's won multiple Stanley Cups at this point. Like, why not continue to run where the iron's hot and just
yeah.
continue to do it here, right? And he's fit so well here. He's been an immediate impact. Like, man, Marchie for half the season.
Legit, dude.
Like, imagine when we get him for the full season and
Half
we're running with the squad for a whole
exactly
year.
half a
Like,
season of marching, he's already a legend.
yeah, and by the way, that whole half of the season, he didn't play with Chuck until the playoffs. Like,
Yeah,
it is
or
like
even Benny. By the way, Benny was injured for a bit too.
Benny was,
So
yeah, true.
yeah,
Yeah,
man,
so
it's
I agree. I think that's a general consensus out there that if one were to go, it would be
Ekblad.
Ekblad,
Yeah,
unfortunately. But as much, obviously, I would love him to say, I also trust Zito tremendously
best GM in sports right now. To be honest,
you lose a piece, you find another. Like he
yeah.
is a beast at that, and he puts
I mean,
together a team dynamic that fits the culture. And I mean, the revolving joke out there is that if Zito was the GM of the Dolphins, I think he could figure it out.
I'll tell you what, he would have a uphill battle, my friend.
But he is a beast, bro. He is a beast. He's put
Yeah,
together this electric team, and I'm just happy to be a part of it. And I think all of South Florida is happy to be a part of it.
100%, and just like the energy that we've seen this
Yeah,
really the past week. I mean, listen, this whole run, like let's give a shout out to all the Cats fans, all the people that have been following us through through this run.
yeah,
It's been a pretty unreal run for us in general too. Like
yeah,
it's been a great like couple months specifically, and and just like it's just been unreal. It's been cool seeing all the support. It's been cool seeing the support for this team grow,
Yeah.
the fandom growing. Like that's
Yeah.
like this is the
Bro,
stuff.
double the amount at the parade this
Yeah,
year. Like,
like
that shows you something.
this is the stuff that like when you're a kid and you're like I think back when I'm a kid, I'm remembering literally watching the '06 Heat championship at your house, going to that parade. It is like one of the best childhood memories. Like kids are
Absolutely.
growing up with this team now, with like memories like this, and they're creating fans for life. So it's cool to see. It's cool seeing the South Florida community fully embrace the Panthers. Obviously, the Panthers from you know it's been a little bit of a rocky thing with in terms of fandom, and the
Right.
last like really 5-ish years I've seen such a massive grow there, and then obviously these last 2 years it's been
Of
huge.
course.
So
Yeah.
so yeah, it's just been cool, and it's been awesome covering. I mean, listen, boys, ever since we started this show, we've never not seen a Stanley Cup final. Like, you know what I mean? Like we are 2-0. We are 2-0 as a show. So
Wow. That's,
I'm throwing that out there. We might
that
be
is
the
true.
reason why. I mean, I don't want to say
I,
it. I don't want to say it, but we might be the reason why. And guess what? Suck it, Canada.
the math is mathing, bro.
The
We're
math is
2-0
mathing.
since we started,
Yeah.
and I think we're only getting better. You know, we might have to do some sort of like shared equity deal with the Florida
Yeah,
Panthers
exactly,
here.
exactly. If they don't let a player come on this show, we're gonna do a hiatus and see if they win. All right,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, we're gonna have to shut down the show next year and see. You know, if we don't
we'll
win, I'm
test
just
it.
saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it's been sick, and the fact that the Panthers players have like embraced the fans so much
They
too
love it,
is
man. They're
incredible.
so good.
Like
They're so good.
how much they engage with the fans, and they cover all the territories, like from elbow room to 11, obviously, and then everything that they do in between. Like it is one of one, and I love watching other fans, like other teams fans, just watching from afar and being like, "Fuck, bro, that looks
Dude,
amazing." You know,
inject
it's
it into
amazing.
my veins, dude. Well,
It,
first off,
it's
that
amazing.
the fans that are saying like that looks amazing. Love it too. I inject the hatred into my veins. I
Oh, me too.
love
Oh,
there's so many people.
this many fans there. I'm like, bro,
Oh,
you wish you
oh
were
my
here.
God, dude!
You
If
wish
this,
you were sitting there along the beach,
yeah,
watching your fucking team
oh,
celebrating
bro,
our
if
city.
this was Toronto, bro, it would shut up, Toronto. You're
It's
never gonna win
stupid.
shit, so we'll never know. We'll never know. Oh my God, I love
Well,
it.
while you're suffering in Toronto, we're here hanging out on the beach, sipping beers and
Yeah,
margaritas with the Stanley Cup trophy. Like,
yeah, and
hate all you want. We're living over here.
100%. And I love the Edmonton side too. Like, first off, we have been dogging Edmonton like in this like post run. Like the Caps
Yeah.
they're going hard at Edmonton. They freaking hate Edmonton. And which I, by the way, love that. Like sports needs to go back to that shit. Like where
Of
teams
course.
freaking
Absolutely.
hate each other. Like this,
Yeah.
these teams hate each other, and like
Yeah.
they're proving that, dude. They are bro. Chucky's at 11 saying McDavid who like
Yeah.
Brad Marchand's wearing
Yeah.
losers and
We
Oilers.
put like a little like sticker
Yeah.
on his chest or
Dude,
some
which by
shit.
the way we saw at Dairy Queen. Like I saw him get that sticker. Like somebody handed him that at the Dairy
Oh, I
Queen.
did see that
Yeah.
actually. Yes.
Um,
Yes. Yes.
so there's real hatred and they're rubbing it in, and I love it. I love it. I love being the bad guys
Oh
of the
yeah.
NHL. I love being the bad boys, and we're gonna keep it going until somebody. If you don't want to see us dog you, try to beat us because we're gonna keep dogging you. We're gonna keep
Yeah.
dog walking the NHL, and we're gonna do it again next year. Let's
No,
go.
amazing. And what did Bennett say at the speech at the parade? Something about like, I'm sorry to absolutely fucking no one.
Oh,
Right.
100%. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Right.
Him and Chucky did the McGregor speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the fuck he wants.
It's
Yeah,
electric, bro. It's electric, and these guys are gonna continue to party, and we're gonna watch them celebrate because it's just amazing to see, and I'm fucking hyped to see what this team can continue to do.
yeah,
But
same.
until then, they got to soak it in. We all got to soak it in. That's another thing too. Like one last thing. Like we can't take these moments for granted, bro.
No, don't.
Like it is one of those things. Like it is so hard to win, right? And the fact that obviously we've gone back to back is insane, and we've gone to three in a row is insane. But the fact that we've gone to back, like it is a blessing as a fan. Obviously, a blessing for the players. And like if you're not celebrating your team's championships to the fullest, like you're just missing out on an amazing time because like it is so hard to win, and you never know when you'll be back. Like that's just the truth. Like I mean, shit. There's franchises in sports that have never won a damn championship, right? And we're here back to back. So like, if you're not celebrating your team's championship wins, like you're just missing out on some amazing times because like these are once in a lifetime opportunities for some franchises.
100% agree.
Sick. Well, go Panthers.
Go Cats, go baby.
Time. And all right, I want to do something really quick. I think we did it last year, but I want to do it again this year. Out of all the South Florida sports moments, what is your top 5 sports moments in history of South Florida?
Sports moments or championships?
No, moments. I mean, championships obviously fall into that category, but moments.
I still, in terms of moment, I still think my 2 favorites are still the 06 Heat and last year's Cats. Just the special feeling of winning the first one is still unreal. In terms of which one I had more fun at, I mean the bender and the week that we've had like that ourselves and like talk about moments. Honestly, you know what? Number one moment I think is 11. I think 11 might be the greatest day of my life. But there's something about the first championship, the first rings.
That's fair.
That holds a special place in my heart. I mean, this one is. I mean, it's right up there. It's like I'm gonna lump the. I'll go 1 and 2 there. I'll still go probably. I'll go Heat 1 just because it was the first championship I remember as a human being. Like the Marlins, I'm not a big baseball guy, but like you know what I mean. Like the Heat were the first one. Then the Cats won last year. But the Cats won this year. The LeBron Heat Spurs championships probably 4, and then sorry. I'm sorry. The number one moment for me is FIU beating Miami. I mean, what the hell are we talking about here? That's number one. I mean, that's. I'm so sorry. That's number one. The number one greatest Miami sports moment is FIU beating Miami. Then the championships. So that would be my top 5. It would be
that is like a Miami championship.
It'd be FIU over Miami, and then it'd be the 06 Heat, 2024 Cats, 2025 Cats, 2013 Heat would be my list. There's nothing on the Dolphins because the Dolphins, I love them to death. And their moments are so embarrassing. Like, what am I going to do? The Miami Miracle that we didn't even make the playoffs for? Like, no. The Dolphins,
you're gonna love my one Miami Dolphin moment. So I'm gonna go 1 this championship this year. I love the argument about last year was the first for the Panthers, but the run that we've just had in this so moment is like I'm gonna remember this week for the rest of my life.
Yes.
It was insane, to just be softly involved in all of it and just see, how the city has evolved and just being able to watch the dominant team play all year. I mean, I don't know how much fun I've ever had in the course of this playoffs.
This is the most fun. There's no question. This is the most fun I've ever had in terms of a sports, not only celebration, but just run. It's been the funnest for sure.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go 1 this year. I'm gonna go number 2. I don't know if I want to go back-to-back Panthers championships, so I'm gonna give them a little buffer because year 1 was also electric just to get a championship under a belt where I wasn't not a teenager or younger, right? But I definitely am going to throw the 06 championship in there for the Heat. I mean, that underdog mentality for the Heat year,
Or
and just
D-Wade
what
on the
Wade
map,
was
dude.
able to do
Yeah.
in the finals that year. That's got to be one of the most electric performance of like as a Heat fan and being a Wade fan growing up. So I'm gonna go '06 Heat number 2. I'm gonna go number 3 Panthers first year, winning the ship, which was last year. Then moment number 4. You ready for this one, Dave?
Hit me.
When Greg Camarillo catches the
Oh my
game-winning
God.
touchdown
That's
in
how
OT
embarrassing. We're celebrating 1 in 16 seasons, dude.
to prevent an
Hate to
0
see you.
16 season, just to save us from that misery, has got to be up there. I will never forget where I was when we won that game. I was sitting in the car. My parents were buying a baby crib for Adam before he was born. And they left me in the car so I can listen to the radio by myself in the car. And I remember listening to Cleo Lemon hits Grant Camarillo for a 50-yard touchdown to win the game, and the Dolphins are not going to get defeated this year. And I remember getting out of my car. God knows how old I was. I was probably like 11 or 12 years old, and celebrating by myself in a parking lot I think it was like in Doral or some shit like that, outside of a baby store, just going crazy, listening
That's
to that
awesome.
go down. So that's definitely up there. And then I'll say number 5, I'm going to show the Marlins some love. 03, beating the Yankees.
Yeah,
and just
that's an unreal one, too.
Josh Beckett performance. I'm a big Josh Beckett guy, and I'm a huge Yankee hater. So I will throw that in there because that was a sick World Series to witness. And unfortunately, the Marlins are not as good as we want them to be, but that was an electric. And then I'll throw in as a celebrity pick FIU beating UM as well.
That's
It is
still,
insane. It is an insane thing to even fathom
yeah,
that
and
happens.
I can't wait till when you ask me this question next year. I'm gonna be able to add FIU beating Penn State to that list. So,
Yeesh. That would be wild.
freaking
That'd be
dog,
wild.
Jason.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fireless, Pooch. I hope you love that one.
So UM fans, there you go. But yeah, man, it's been a good run. It's been a good run.
Yeah, no, it's been unreal. Like again, thank you to everybody who's been listening to this, but like really just on social and all that, like all the engagement we've been able to get, all the people,
Yeah.
all the people that have come up to us in the past couple of like the events, like the guys came up to you at parades, some guys came up to me at
Yeah, that was
11,
like they're like, oh, stay tranquilo, and it's just like super
Yeah.
cool to see. So
Yeah, no, that's dope.
it's been an unreal run for the boys here, and we're gonna keep it coming. So
Yeah, keep riding with us. Keep celebrating with us, and we're pivoting into football season. So we're gonna go from a lot of Panthers talk to a lot of Dolphins talk. So go ride with us during Dolphin season 2, and hopefully we're on a high throughout the season as well.
Yeah.
And if we're not, we can all suffer together again.
Exactly.
It's all good. We're in it. We're in it for our teams always, and I think we're hyped. We're hyped for the run that we're all on together.
100%.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know. I want to touch on a little Fleetwood real quick. That was a heartbreaker for him, our boy. To see him go down. I mean, shout out to
the captain. Shout out to the captain, but Tommy,
I
dude.
mean, he's going to be probably the first guy since who was it? Was it Nicholas or who was it that was a Ryder Cup captain and a player?
I think it was.
Yeah.
I could be. I don't know. I'd have to check that, but I think it was.
Let me get a little quick fact checked in here.
Yeah.
First,
But Keegan's playing really well. But dude, Tommy,
bro, he's top 7 in the world.
Tommy, legit, I'm convinced Tommy's never gonna win. Like this was Tommy's chance to win.
I know. It felt like this was the moment. No, he's going to win. He's playing well, and he's due. He's due. I mean, for it to go the way it did in this one, I mean, two stroke, switch essentially on 18 to basically blow the win.
Yeah.
It's a tough break, but he'll get one. He'll get one.
I don't know. I really don't know. I legitimately, and I feel so bad for Tommy. Like I really do. I don't think he will ever. Like I'm convinced. I mean, what he's gonna have to do if he wants to win, he's gonna have to compete in some of like the non-signature events and like just try to win something there like that.
Well, everyone says that like the way it's going down for him, his first one will probably end up being a major by some crazy
Honestly,
storyline.
It could
Yeah,
be.
like if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen big.
Yeah.
You know. And by the way, it's Arnold Palmer that has been
Oh,
that was a captain and a player
nice.
for the Ryder Cup team. So Keegan is pacing to be that, and I think that was always like the intention too when they picked a guy like
Well,
Keegan.
he said it himself. He's not going to pick himself. He will only play
He
if
has to earn it.
if
Yeah,
he earns it. If he
right.
makes the top
Exactly.
six,
Yeah.
which is just an
I mean,
unreal
I think
mentality.
they
I love
said
that.
since 2022, only 3 players have had multiple, or I think like over 4 wins or something like
Yeah,
that over the course of over those years, and it's Scotty, Rory, and Keegan Bradley.
yeah.
So, Keegan obviously is playing really well. He's top 7 in the world rankings right now. And he deserves every right to play, and he's electric, and it's great to see all the fans cheering USA every time
Yeah.
he's around. So he's great for the game. He's great, obviously, for the sake of the Ryder Cup team, and I think obviously his style of play will fit great for us, but also Tommy, everyone in the world is rooting for you to get that win. Yeah,
I know, dude.
it was a heartbreaker.
Oh, Tommy lad.
Yeah, he was pissed, but the guy you got to respect the way he handled that.
100%, dude. He talked to the media after, like
Yeah,
something
exactly.
Rory would never do. So
Yeah. That's all the comments were.
Yeah.
Rory would.
yeah. So class act. Hopefully he does get it. I mean, but wow, man. I mean,
Nah, everyone in the world's rooting for him, bro.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time, and if I'm gonna say book a pick, book Tommy
he's gonna
for
win the
Masters.
Open, dude. No, he's gonna win the Open.
Or win the Open. Yeah,
That would be. I mean, that. Well, yeah, that'd be. I guess that'd be a cool one for him to win because obviously he's.
the Open would be dope.
Yeah.
The Open would be dope. Yeah. Well, yeah, that about does it for today. Again, shout out Panthers, shout out everyone that's been a part of this celebration these last couple weeks.
Oh, yeah.
And now we got a little bit of a low in the sports world.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of golf. We got some Club World Cup going on right now. And then we'll start pivoting into the end of golf season, and then the beginning of football season. Yeah,
100%.
it'll be electric.
Oh yeah.
It'll be interesting. I think more than electric. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you on the next one.
Peace.